well aware of my concern about the fiscal condition of this country. And I wonder if you could take the last couple minutes of this time to talk about how you see our relative position vis-a-vis Europe and other places, the political risk of our not accomplishing what we need to do on the fiscal side, and the upside if we could actually come together in a comprehensive way to address the long-term fiscal condition of the United States.
Right. So you're asking one citizen's opinion?
Yep.
I'd be happy to share it. Europe has serious issues. There's a good reason for the European Union, for political and monetary union. It's just very complex with 17 nations, et cetera. The United States has a serious issue. And you never fix serious problems unless you actually acknowledge that we have one. And we have several. You know about the fiscal cliff I won't go through. The one thing I keep in mind about the fiscal cliff is it may not wait until December 31st. Markets and businesses may start taking actions before that create a slowdown in the economy, which would be a bad thing. So I personally wouldn't be of the mind it's okay to wait until after the election and to midnight, December 31st. I think it'd be better to do something now so we don't create additional uncertainty and among businesses and consumers. We have to get our fiscal act in order. I mean, it is either going to be done to us or we're going to do it ourselves. There's a roadmap, which I like, not every piece. I'm sure all of you would have your own opinion, and it's called Simpson Bowles. If we had done something remotely like Simpson Bowles, in my opinion, you would have reduced uncertainty about taxes. You would have increased confidence in America. You would have shown a real fix of the long-term fiscal problem. I think you would have had a more efficient tax system and more effective tax system that is conducive to economic growth. And I would urge everyone to support getting something like that done. The specifics, unfortunately, I know people are going to argue about every single one, aren't as important as getting something like that done.
Thank you.
And we missed an opportunity to do it. I do think it helped cause a little downturn last year.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Shelby has a very brief observation to make.
Mr. Dimon, do you know of any bank that has been well capitalized, well regulated, and well managed that has failed?
I do not, sir.
Are you aware? I know you're aware of that. We've closed about 500 banks in the last 3 or 4 years, and just about every one of those banks failed because they were inadequately capitalized, bad loans, so to speak. So, would you agree that there is no substitute for capital? You're running a financial institution. You've got to have capital, and it's got to be liquid.
There's no substitute for capital. That's correct, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dimon.
Thank you
for your testimony and for being here with us today. Today's hearing is a good reminder that we can't let down our guard, and we must remain vigilant so that we continue to have a strong and stable financial system. Before we adjourn, I also want to provide committee members a brief update on housing refinancing. Ranking Member Shelby and I are continuing to discuss a way forward on housing refinance legislation. We have worked together in the past markups to keep amendments to those related to the underlying bill, and I hope that my colleagues will agree to continue this approach. This hearing is adjourned.